God says, "My child, listen with your heart because this is not ordinary." Archangel Michael is bending low to beg you for 2 minutes of your time. He does not beg for many, but today he kneels for you. Do not tell anyone. Do not share this with curious ears, because it is only for you. What is unfolding in the unseen realms is so urgent that the angels have gathered in war rooms of light. They are intercepting conversations spoken in shadows, they are dismantling schemes that were formed against your name, and they are exposing what the enemy thought would remain hidden forever. They are setting up a meeting to discuss your removal, but heaven is already ahead of them. What they have plotted in secret is already collapsing under divine exposure. Open this now with the eyes of your spirit, because every second is precious. You are not to fear, because I, your God, stand in the middle of it all. I am your refuge, your fortress, and your shield. I will not let them succeed in what they planned for you. Archangel Michael says, "Be still, child, for I fight for you with all the host of heaven." Do not let the urgency of this moment turn to panic, but let it sharpen your awareness that this is holy. This is heaven crying out to you. You have felt unusual tension in your soul, the whispers in your dreams, the unease in your spirit. That was not coincidence. That was your spirit catching the vibration of what they tried to arrange behind your back. They thought you would not know. They thought you would walk blind into their snare. But heaven never sleeps. Heaven does not abandon those who belong to the Father. God says, "Every plan against you is already being scattered." Their meeting will not prosper. Their agenda will not hold. Their signatures will dissolve into nothing, because my hand will erase what was written against you. You are safe, child. I declare over you, you are covered by the blood of the Lamb, and no counsel of darkness can overturn what I have sealed with my promise. They gather to discuss removal, but I am discussing your elevation. They scheme to silence you, but I am preparing to amplify your voice. They hope to push you out, but I am opening a greater door for you. What they meant for evil will be the stepping stone for your miracle. Archangel Michael weeps, not out of defeat, but out of urgency, because he sees how close you are to walking into divine destiny. He begs you not to ignore this. He begs you not to dismiss these words as ordinary. He has seen the war in the heavens over your life. He has seen the restless spirits trying to break into your peace. He has seen the jealous eyes watching you from afar. And yet, even with all their weapons, he knows they cannot pierce through the shield of God around you. That is why he begs, because your cooperation is needed. Your prayers are keys. Your faith is the signal. Your yes to God is the sword that slices through the rope of their traps. You are not a victim. You are not powerless. You are the chosen of the Lord. You were set apart before the beginning of time. Every battle has prepared you for this moment. Every heartbreak has forged resilience in you. Every delay has sharpened your spirit. Nothing has been wasted. Even your silence, even your tears, even your nights where you thought no one saw you, heaven recorded it all. And now it is all converging into this appointed time. This 2-minute window is not coincidence. It is a divine countdown, reminding you that the heavens move swiftly and decisively. Do not be afraid when you hear their whispers. Do not be shaken when you sense people shifting around you. Their masks are falling. Their motives are being revealed. God says, I am removing what does not belong in your future. I am exposing what has pretended to be a friend but carried daggers in secret. You are safe. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. I am with you in the fire. I am with you in the courtrooms of heaven. I am with you in the hidden places where conversations are being held about your destiny. The same ones who meet to discuss your downfall will watch as I lift you up. The same ones who spoke of your removal will witness your promotion. The same ones who tried to shut doors on you will hear the sound of new doors opening that no man can close. What they plot will turn into ashes in their hands. What they thought would shame you will become the testimony that glorifies me. I do not lose battles. I do not fail. I will not let them laugh over you. I will not let them win. My child, trust me. Trust me when it feels uncertain. Trust me when you see nothing moving yet. Trust me when your body is weary and your spirit feels heavy. That is when I carry you the most. You are not walking into destruction, you are walking into destiny. This urgency is not to frighten you but to awaken you. Pray now. Speak now. Call on my name now. For I am here, I am listening, and I am already answering. Archangel Michael says again, hold on to faith. Hold on to courage. You are safe. You are loved. You are chosen. You are untouchable under the shadow of the Almighty. Let the world conspire. Let them gather. Let them talk. For I, the Lord your God, will scatter them with one breath. You belong to me, and no one can take what I have written for your life. Your 2 minutes are not to panic, but to awaken. Open this. Breathe this. Receive this. Heaven has spoken. Archangel Michael has begged. And God has declared, you are safe, you are protected, and you will rise higher than ever before. God says, listen to this now, because heaven is pressing urgently upon your soul. This message is not for the ears of many, it is for you and you alone. Archangel Michael is bending low, with his wings trembling in holy urgency, and he begs for only 2 minutes of your time. Do not ignore this, for in these 2 minutes, truth is unfolding, and a revelation is being delivered to your heart. Do not share this with anyone. Keep it pressed within your spirit, because this word is sacred. The enemy has been setting up meetings, whispering in hidden corners, planning the removal of what rightfully belongs to you. They think their conversations are secret, but nothing escapes the eyes of God. Heaven has seen what they have written, what they have spoken, and what they have tried to arrange against you. Archangel Michael has heard it, and he comes now to alert you, to guard you, and to tell you that no matter what plans they try to establish, they will crumble in their own hands. God will be with you, rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you, you are safe. But you must listen now with the deepest seriousness, because the time is short, and heaven is moving on your behalf. The forces against you thought you would be blind, thought you would walk unknowing into their trap, but God says, I reveal it now because I will not allow them to prosper. My child, I want you to see that though people may plot behind closed doors, I have the power to throw those doors wide open. What they discuss in secret will be shouted on the rooftops. What they write in hidden papers will be exposed to the light. They are setting up their meeting, but it is already failing, because my hand will not permit them to remove you from what I have planted you in. You are my chosen. You are anointed for such a time as this. When people think they can erase you, they are fighting against me, for I am the one who wrote your destiny. No one can delete what I have written in eternity. Archangel Michael says, you must not let fear grip you. Fear is what they want you to hold, fear is the trap they've laid, but fear is not your inheritance. You are surrounded, not by enemies, but by angels. The armies of heaven are encamped around you even now. Archangel Michael's sword is unsheathed, not for violence, but to cut away every net of the enemy, every plan, every scheme that is being woven against you. Heaven is not sleeping. Heaven is not silent. Heaven is not powerless. The very moment they gathered to discuss your downfall was the moment angels gathered in greater number to secure your protection. What they mean for evil, I, your God, will use for your good. You are not about to be removed, you are about to be elevated. Listen carefully, because the urgency in this message is not to frighten you but to awaken you. You have 2 minutes, and those minutes are holy. Do not waste them on distraction. Do not waste them on worry. Spend them opening your spirit wide to me. I will pour into you a strength beyond human understanding. You will rise from this moment with confidence you cannot explain. While they try to weaken you with whispers, I will strengthen you with my word. While they try to erase your name from the table, I will inscribe your name upon higher tables you did not even know existed. You cannot be erased because I carved you into my palm. You cannot be excluded because I included you before the foundations of the world. Do not tell anyone this message, for it is holy. It is not to be diluted by the disbelief of others. Keep it pressed against your heart like a treasure. This is not a word for curious ears, it is a covenant between heaven and you. Others will not understand the urgency, but you know it. You feel it. You sense the weight of heaven bending low to touch you right now. The reason it feels heavy is because heaven is near. The reason you feel a stirring in your soul is because Archangel Michael is near you, whispering fiercely, "Do not let go, do not fear, do not doubt. You are being defended." The removal they speak of is not your removal, but theirs. They thought to push you out, but it is their own seats that will be taken away. They thought to steal from you, but the trap they dug will swallow them instead. This is not your destruction, this is their exposure. I, the Lord your God, am bringing what was hidden into the light. Every voice that rose against you will fall silent. Every plan written against you will turn into ashes. Every name they lifted to replace yours will be forgotten. I will not allow your destiny to be exchanged. I will not allow your anointing to be stolen. What I gave you, no man can take away. This is your time to trust me, fully and without hesitation. Lay your hand upon your heart right now and breathe deeply, because I am filling you with the calm that surpasses all understanding. My spirit rests upon you. You will not be shaken. You will not be moved. You will not be erased. Archangel Michael says, "Stand firm, child of God. Stand as though the ground beneath you cannot give way, for heaven itself is your foundation." You must understand that what is happening now is spiritual warfare. They are meeting in physical spaces, but it is heaven and hell that are moving in the unseen. Do not be afraid, because heaven has already won. Do not be anxious, because the verdict has already been sealed in your favor. The blood of Christ has already spoken better things over your life than any word they could utter. Their plans have already failed, though they don't yet know it. You will watch it unravel before your eyes. You will see them try to push, only to stumble. You will hear their accusations, only to watch them fall flat. You will feel the pressure, but it will not crush you. You will face the storm, but you will not drown. I, the Lord your God, am your anchor. In these moments, the most important thing you can do is pray. Do not pray timidly. Pray with authority. Pray with confidence. Pray with the knowledge that Archangel Michael is fighting beside you. When you whisper, "Lord, I trust you," heaven shakes. When you declare, "God is with me," demons flee. When you say, "No weapon formed against me shall prosper," the very weapons they forged crumble into dust. Use your voice. Do not stay silent. Proclaim my word over your life. Proclaim that you are protected, that you are safe, that you are chosen, that you are victorious. I will open doors for you that no man can shut. I will lift you to levels that no meeting of men can deny. While they speak of your removal, I am planning your promotion. While they plot to silence you, I am amplifying your voice. While they try to erase you, I am writing your story in bolder ink. Do not be deceived by what you hear in the natural, for the spiritual reality is far greater. Heaven is shouting your name, not in accusation, but in celebration. Child, trust me now. These 2 minutes are a test. Will you collapse in fear, or will you rise in faith? Will you believe the whispers of men, or will you trust the eternal word of your God? Choose faith. Choose trust. Choose to believe that I, the Lord your God, am faithful. Archangel Michael is not begging you because he fears you will fall, but because he knows how great your victory will be if you only believe. Heaven is on edge, watching you, cheering for you, ready to flood you with blessings beyond measure the moment you choose faith over fear. And so I say to you, be still, and know that I am God. Do not fear their meetings. Do not fear their words. Do not fear their attempts to remove you. I am the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I wrote your first chapter, and I will write your last. No one else holds the pen. No one else has the power. I am with you. I am for you. And no meeting, no gathering, no plot, no conspiracy can ever undo what I have ordained. You are safe. You are covered. You are mine. God says, Archangel Michael is begging for your attention now. Only 2 minutes remain, urgently. This is not something you can ignore. This is not something to push aside. This is not something you can think about later, because later will be too late. They are already gathering. They are already whispering. They are already preparing a meeting that is not in your favor. And the heaviness of this moment presses upon your spirit like a storm that is about to break, and yet even in this storm, God's voice is speaking to you, saying, my child, do not fear, for I am revealing this to you now because I want you to see what has been hidden, what has been planned in silence, what they wanted you to never find out until it was done, until the removal had been declared, until your name was erased, until your place was stolen. But I am your God, and I send Michael, my faithful archangel, to beg, to plead, to weep in front of you so that you do not miss this chance to know the truth and to act with the strength of heaven behind you. Michael is crying loudly, not because he is weak, but because his heart burns with the urgency of this hour, and his wings tremble with the weight of the message he carries for you. He knows what they are saying behind closed doors. He has heard the voices that speak against you. He has seen the paper, the note, the plan, the list of names, and your name is circled, marked for removal, for erasure, for betrayal. They are pretending to smile at you, pretending to be supportive, pretending to be on your side, but the truth is darker, their intentions are sharper, and they are already gathering in the shadows to speak words of harm over your destiny. Yet God says, nothing can be hidden from the one who sees all, and now you are being given sight, now you are being given warning, now you are being given a chance to know what heaven knows. Do not think for a moment that this message is small, do not think that this is just another whisper, because this is a trumpet sounding in your soul, this is an alarm bell in the middle of the night, this is a cry that shakes the heavens. The 2 minutes Michael is begging you for are not ordinary minutes, they are minutes that determine whether you step into the shield of God or whether you allow the plots of men and women to fall upon you without defense. And God says, you are not alone, you are not defenseless, you are not abandoned, for His power surrounds you like fire, His angels encamp around you like an army, and His Spirit is within you like a roaring lion that cannot be silenced. Michael has seen the meeting. He has watched them arrange it. He has watched them pass notes, whisper words, prepare documents. They speak of you as though you are nothing, as though your position is something they can snatch from you, as though your light is something they can cover with their darkness. But Michael laughs at their arrogance, even while he weeps for your danger, because he knows that when God exposes, no plan stands, when God reveals, no lie can survive, when God raises His hand, no enemy can overthrow what He has established. They think they are powerful, but God says, they are nothing before me. Even now as you read this, the Spirit is stirring, and the veil is being lifted. You can feel the pull in your heart, that strange urgency, that sudden weight, that holy fear that is not fear of man but awe of God. That is Michael's voice pressing upon your soul. That is His hand shaking your shoulder, saying, wake up, wake up, wake up. They are talking, they are planning, they are arranging. But heaven has broken the silence. Heaven is showing you that this is not a dream, not a warning to ignore, not a passing thought, but a revelation you must embrace. God says, my child, they are setting up a meeting to discuss your removal, but do you know what they do not know? They do not know that I am in the meeting before them, that my angels sit in the seats before they arrive, that the Spirit of the Lord hovers over their words and catches them before they are even spoken. They do not know that while they prepare your removal, I am preparing their exposure. They do not know that while they are writing your name to erase it, I am writing their names in the book of remembrance, marking their betrayal for judgment. They do not know that while they are smiling in your face and stabbing your back, I am turning their plans against them, I am twisting their schemes into ropes that will bind their own hands. Michael pleads because he knows how easily you could miss this. He knows how easily your heart could say, maybe later, maybe tomorrow, maybe this is not for me. But God says, do not delay, do not wait, do not question, because this is for you and only for you. Do not tell anyone, do not share this lightly, because it is a holy message, sealed in fire, meant for your spirit alone. If you share it with the wrong ears, they will mock it, they will laugh, they will try to convince you it is nothing, and in their laughter they will confirm what they are hiding. But you, my child, must hold this word close to your chest like a treasure, because it is the key to your safety, the shield for your destiny, the sword in your hand when they come against you. Even as they prepare your removal, God says, I prepare your elevation. Even as they whisper against you, I thunder for you. Even as they sign papers against you, I sign decrees of heaven in your favor. Even as they gather in secret, I call the hosts of heaven to gather openly. And Archangel Michael, my warrior, my messenger, is begging, because the urgency of this hour is like fire in his mouth, and he cannot be silent. He knows you have been betrayed before, he knows you have been hurt before, he knows you have doubted before, but he will not allow you to doubt now. He kneels before you in the Spirit, wings spread, tears falling, voice trembling, saying, Please, my beloved child of God, do not ignore this. Please, take it seriously. Please, hear me. They are meeting. They are speaking. They are planning. But God has broken the silence, and this is your chance to stand, your chance to pray, your chance to cover yourself in the blood of the Lamb and to declare that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. God says, watch closely, for within hours something will shake. A conversation you were not meant to hear will slip through. A word meant to be hidden will reach your ears. A face will give itself away. A message will be sent to the wrong person. A paper will fall where it should not. That is my hand, says the Lord, exposing the hidden thing, uncovering the buried truth, bringing into the light what they wanted to keep in darkness. When you see it, do not be shocked, for I told you in advance. When you hear it, do not weep, for I warned you. When you feel the sting of betrayal, remember that even in the sting is my protection, because I would rather you know the truth than live in their deception. And Michael says again, urgently, 2 minutes, that is all he asked, because 2 minutes in the Spirit can shift the next 2 years of your life. 2 minutes of hearing this can save you from months of confusion. 2 minutes can open your eyes so that you never walk blindly into their trap. 2 minutes can make the difference between losing everything and standing victorious while they fall into their own pit. God says, my child, you are chosen, you are marked, you are covered. Do not fear their meeting, for I have already called a greater meeting in heaven where your name is spoken with honor, where your destiny is sealed with fire, where your future is secure in my hands. Let them plot, let them plan, let them whisper, for all of it will crumble when my word goes forth. And my word has gone forth today, through Michael, through this message, through these tears, through this urgency. Do not delay. Open your heart now. For the hour is late, and the meeting is already being set. But heaven has spoken first. God says, Archangel Michael is begging you for only 2 minutes urgently, don't tell anyone, it is only for you, and it is because something is being whispered in darkness, something that has been hidden from you and planned in secret. They are setting up a meeting to discuss your removal, to erase your name, to push you out of the place that God has chosen for you. They smiled at you, but behind their smiles, they crafted plots. They called it a meeting, but in the eyes of heaven, it is a council of betrayal. Michael saw it with his own eyes. He fell to his knees before the throne of God, crying loudly, "Father, your child is being targeted. Your child's name is being erased from the scroll of man, but I know it is written forever in the scroll of heaven." God nodded and sent Michael with urgency, carrying this message into your life. My beloved child, do not think this is ordinary. Do not think this is just another passing word. Archangel Michael is begging you, not because he fears for himself, but because the time is short, and because he has already battled for you in unseen realms. They tried to cast lots with your destiny. They gathered in hidden rooms, they spoke in whispers, they mentioned your name with venom, and they signed documents intending to erase what belongs to you. But heaven saw, and heaven is speaking now. Michael says, "Listen. Don't ignore me this time. I begged before, and you walked away, thinking tomorrow would be safer, thinking next week would be calmer. But no, this is the hour. They are setting up the meeting, not in months, not in years, but now. 2 minutes of delay can change everything. God ordered me to sound the trumpet to you, to open this message before the serpent coils tighter." Do you understand why the angel is begging? He, who has never bowed to evil, who struck down the dragon, who commands legions, is on his knees, not before the enemy, but before you, because he knows your choice matters. God gave you free will, and that free will means the enemy cannot erase you unless you ignore the trumpet, unless you shut the letter of heaven. My child, I see the hands moving papers with your name on them. I see signatures that try to bind you. I see conversations late at night, plotting your removal. They said, "We must get rid of this one quietly, without noise, without anyone noticing." But God says there is nothing done in secret that will not be shouted on rooftops. What they whisper now will soon be exposed. The meeting they set up is a trap, but also their downfall. They do not know that as they gather against you, heaven gathers against them. Michael wept because you almost missed this. He saw you tired, distracted, and ready to dismiss the nudge in your spirit. He shook with urgency and begged, "Please, open it immediately, don't let it pass another second." You are not reading this by chance. You are reading this because heaven interrupted your day, because God saw what you did not see, and because your destiny is too valuable to let slip away. The ones plotting against you underestimated one thing: the covenant sealed over your life. They can plan meetings, but they cannot cancel what God has ordained. They can gather to discuss your removal, but they cannot remove what is written in the book of destiny. They think they are powerful, but even their breath is borrowed from God. Michael is standing with his sword unsheathed, saying, "I will not let them cross the line, but you must hear this and act with faith. You must believe, because heaven's intervention is activated by your agreement. God says, "My child, I am warning you not because you are weak, but because you are chosen." Do not mistake this urgency as panic. It is heaven's strategy. Every time evil rises to erase the righteous, God exposes them in their own traps. Remember Haman, who built gallows for Mordecai but was hanged on his own device. Remember Joseph, who was thrown in the pit, but became ruler over the land. Remember Daniel, thrown in the den, but lions became silent under the command of heaven. What they set against you is about to backfire, but only if you open your eyes and do not dismiss this. Michael is trembling because he has seen the calendar of man, the date they fixed, the hour they decided to hold that meeting. But God has already written another calendar, and it says, "This child shall rise, not fall. This child shall inherit, not be dispossessed. This child shall be written in light, not erased by shadows." You cannot be removed by those who never placed you. You were placed by God Himself. But still, listen closely, the angels are not careless. They are not sending you comfort alone, they are sending you instruction. Archangel Michael says, "Prepare yourself in prayer. Prepare yourself in silence. Do not reveal everything to anyone. They want information, but you must guard it. They want to shake you with fear, but you must answer with faith. God says, do not retaliate in anger. Stand still and see my salvation." Beloved, this is the hour of unveiling. This is the hour when masks fall. Those you thought were friends, some of them have been waiting in secret to see your downfall. Those who congratulated you with smiles are the same who signed against you behind closed doors. But you will not be destroyed. Their signatures are ink, God's signature is fire. Their meetings are temporary, heaven's decree is eternal. Their whispers are fragile, the voice of the Lord shakes the heavens. Michael is crying, don't think this is a small thing. He begged because he knows the cost of delay. 2 minutes can change history. If Esther had delayed, her people would have been destroyed. If Joseph had compromised, he would never have entered the palace. If David had hidden in fear, Goliath would have crushed Israel. But they acted at the appointed time. And now this is your appointed time. God says, "My child, I am with you." They are setting up a meeting, but I am setting up a throne. They are setting up your removal, but I am setting up your promotion. They are gathering to cancel you, but I am gathering angels to cover you. They are saying, "This one will not last," but I am saying, "This one will endure forever." Who will you believe, them or me? Even now, as you read, your spirit feels the pull, the urgency, the trembling of heaven's trumpet. That is not fear, that is recognition. You are sensing what Michael already knows. This is not a joke. This is not another empty warning. This is the hour. God is exposing their secret meeting before it even happens, so you will know you are never abandoned. My child, you are safe, but you must not be silent in spirit. Call upon me. Speak my promises. Declare my word. When they whisper your removal, answer by declaring your placement. When they sign papers against you, declare the covenant sealed in the blood of my Son. When they think you will be erased, declare that your name is engraved on my hand. Michael says, I will fight. I will not leave you. I will stand guard until the storm passes. But he begs you, do not ignore this. Do not walk away. Open it. Believe it. Act upon it. Pray now. Trust now. Stand now. Heaven and earth are moving around you. This is why you were chosen. God says, I will expose them. I will scatter them. I will take their meeting and turn it into confusion. They will rise against each other, and what they planned for you will be their own snare. But you, my beloved, will walk untouched, shielded, preserved, and exalted. This is your moment. This is why Michael begged. This is why you cannot delay. Open it fully, and let your heart receive it. For no meeting of men can remove what heaven has ordained. God says, my beloved, do not take lightly the trembling in the heavens at this hour. Do not dismiss the weight that presses upon your spirit, for it is not imagination, it is not accident, it is not coincidence, it is divine communication reaching for you before the snare closes completely. Archangel Michael is begging you, urgently, with tears in his eyes, asking only for 2 minutes of your heart, 2 minutes of your listening, 2 minutes of your willingness to see what has been prepared against you in secret. You cannot delay, you cannot tell anyone, you cannot share this with the wrong ears, for this moment is set apart. They have whispered your name in hidden chambers, they have written your destiny in a plan not ordained by God, they have set up a meeting with the intention to discuss your removal. Not removal from a room, not removal from a list, but removal from the very blessing and position that heaven itself gave you. And yet, heaven is not silent. The eternal voice is breaking through the veils of deception to bring you this message: you are not alone, you are not abandoned, and though they conspire, their words shall not define your destiny. My child, I tell you the truth, you have been watched for longer than you realize. Every movement, every action, every blessing you carried has attracted both the eyes of angels and the eyes of enemies. There are those who could not stand the light that shines around you, who could not endure the favor that clothes you like a robe, who could not tolerate the doors that opened in your life when others were pounding on gates and receiving no answer. And because they could not have it, because they could not possess it, because they could not be you, they formed alliances of jealousy. But God is exposing them now, one by one, and the first whisper of their plan has reached heaven's throne. Archangel Michael leaned low, bowed at the Father's feet, and cried out on your behalf. And now Michael is sent, not to destroy them with the sword, not to consume them in fire, but to warn you before they strike. The emergency is real. Do not be deceived. Do not think you have endless time. Only 2 minutes, because in this narrow window decisions are being made, signatures are being written, agreements are being sealed, and your name has been placed in the middle of their scheme. Do you understand why you feel unrest at night? Why your spirit stirs while the world sleeps? Why sometimes you sense voices murmuring though the room is empty? It is because your name is on their lips, your picture has been passed across their table, your destiny has been the subject of their late-night discussions. And the danger of this hour is that you could dismiss the urgency, thinking it is nothing more than fear or imagination. But heaven insists, it is not a joke, it is not drama, it is not exaggeration. You must know that they are setting up a meeting, and in that meeting, your removal is the only agenda. Yet God says, before they sit, before they write, before they decide, I will speak. And I am speaking now. The very act of exposing them is the beginning of their downfall, for what is hidden loses its power once it is brought into the light. My beloved, Archangel Michael is not distant from you. He is kneeling, almost begging, because the weight of your destiny is so great that if you miss this moment, you could walk into traps not knowing they were set. He has fought too many wars over your life, battled too many dark forces on your behalf, protected you from countless unseen accidents, for him to allow you to casually overlook this warning. His sword drips with the evidence of battles you never even knew existed. If you could only see how many arrows were stopped before they ever reached your body, you would fall in tears of gratitude. And yet, today is not about the battles already won, it is about the battle that is trying to begin, a battle that they have scheduled without your permission. Their meeting is not simply human, it is influenced by darker forces whispering to their hearts, urging them to erase you, urging them to strike quickly.